Okay, so this is gonna be a unique video. So one of my jobs that I work is in a nursing home, and I work with a lot of the elderly people. And because of COVID-19, a lot of them died, and I'm like in a place of like disbelief, you know what I mean? And I've been working there for like over from 8 to 9 years now, and I've grown a lot of connections to the elderly people. Like a problem with me is like when it comes to society nowadays and the younger generation, I really, or people my age, I don't really connect with them, or like, I mean, the relationship is not really solid. I'm sorry about how I look. I just got up to move my car. Like I didn't just wash my face or do anything. You know what I mean? So I go in a connection with these people, with the elderly. And if you ever work in a nursing home, besides, the crazy ones, it's not crazy. Um, a lot of okay, now people want to focus on my neck. Fuck. A lot of they're so nice. The elderly are so nice and so precious. And I was talking to my cousin, and what I mean, about like that, telling her that I grow such connection, and she told me, suggested to me, since people don't know where I work, they don't know my name, because of course Slip is not my real name. Um, and they don't know these, because his names, the first name is all across the board, like a name like Mary, like they won't pinpoint anything. I can just tell these people stories. So I'll just a little story about my connection with them. And like, so I'm gonna try to give you stories about these people, because these people are so wonderful, like the best set of people in the world, you know um and now they're going without a family member, without a proper burial, without a proper send off. You can't get to go to their funerals. You can't tell like your connection to their family. You know. So little by little, I'm gonna give stories. I remember at my job the first time I was terminated, and I was terminated a couple of times, but I was terminated, and like I was terminated because I took a ride home with a couple of friends, and we got pulled over, and one of them had like weed in the car. It's long, stupid shit, right? So these residents, a couple of residents protested me, and one of those residents was Miss Dorothy, and I remember Miss Dorothy as somebody who was quiet, but she's a feet down woman. And Miss Dorothy and her friend Karen. Oh my gosh, I might tell a lot of stories about Karen. Karen was she wasn't like as a strong strength woman like Dorothy. She was more of like the ones who tell you the joke to keep you happy. Now, Miss Karen, she you ever heard a story about Mr. Glass? Karen had this disease, I don't know what it's called, like Mr. Glass, that makes your bone fragile. If somebody knows, please, say it in the comment, let me know. But every time she come back from a broken rib, or like she's very fragile. And but the thing about Karen is she always trying to make you happy, and that's just a beautiful thing. It always, like, I can't complain no matter how bad my day is, because she's going through hell, and she's always trying to make you happy. She always have zingers too. Like she said, boy, oh boy, I remember when I meet my husband, we was at the beach. He told me, why don't you sit on my lap and we talk about the first thing that pops up. Boy, oh boy, I'm such a sucker. Yeah, Karen, oh my gosh, I ain't gonna lie, that's one of my favorite residents, one of my favorite people in the world. Like, she always have zingers, like, you know what I mean? And that the one thing I remember about her, because she's an elderly woman, I saw a picture of her when she was younger on her wedding day, and I'm like, wow, this woman will turn heads. And that time they didn't have filters, didn't have all these makeup. She was just naturally just a bombshell. She looked like a doll. Like, if you want to craft a doll, you can craft it in Karen's image. Karen was so beautiful. You know what I mean? Naturally. This woman probably get up 5 o'clock in the morning and just the sun hit her. She's just glowing. You know, Dorothy and Karen were best of friends, and now they're both gone. You know, I want to say rest in peace. And hopefully I bring you more stories, and hopefully I didn't cross any laws, because first names, no, everybody have first names. You know, there's a lot of Dorothys, there's a lot of Karens. This is it's like saying Chris now. So, but thank you for listening. Hopefully I bring more stories about them and more of these people who passed away and such a nice people. Thank you.